Welcome to a brief overview of the Community Development Block Grant application process. Once you are familiar with the overall requirements of CDBG, along with the types of projects that can be carried out, you are now ready to apply for CDBG projects for your community. When GCMPC conducts a call for projects, it is important that the community is involved in the project selection process, and the residents have a chance to discuss what projects they believe should be carried out. This is accomplished by conducting a public needs hearing prior to submitting project applications to GCMPC. All potential projects must be mentioned, discussed, and recorded within the meeting minutes at a local public needs hearing in order to be considered for approval under the Genesee County CDBG program. Listed on this screen are ways in which the public can be involved in the project selection process. GCMPC receives an annual allocation of CDBG funding from HUD. Local units of government receive an allocation of CDBG funds on the 3-year funding cycle through GCMPC. For example, the funding cycle will be program years 2022 through 2024. Although funds are received on a 3-year cycle, all signed contracts will allow for 1 year to complete the project. Measures used to determine allocation amounts are the extent of poverty, population, and overcrowded housing within each jurisdiction. The dollar amounts are subject to change based on the number of applications received and the actual funding received by Genesee County from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Please visit your pre-application guide to see the estimated allocations for each local unit of government. GCMPC proposed changes to the CDBG program that were in turn approved by the Genesee County Board of Commissioners in June of 2018. Listed on the screen are only some of the approved recommendations. To see the full list of program policy changes, please visit the CDBG pre-application packet. Public service projects will now have 1 year to complete the project. This means that when you are applying for funding for public service projects, whatever is applied for will be evenly distributed over the 3-year cycle. For example, if your community requests $9,000 for senior center operations, you will receive $3,000 in funding over the next 3 years. Any funding remaining after projects have been approved will be dispersed via formula to the approved projects. Interlocal loan agreements will not be allowed. This means that a local unit of government cannot say that they want to allocate their funding to another local unit of government. Construction projects will have 1 year to complete the project. Project funding that remains after project completion can be transferred to another approved project. This cannot be a new project. It has to be an already existing, currently approved project. For example, if you complete a construction project and there's still a balance of $5,000, this amount can be transferred to another CDBG construction project your community plans to carry out. New projects will not be approved after all projects are approved for the 3-year cycle. Participating local units can apply for up to 30% of their estimated funding to be used for public service projects. This video was just a brief overview of Genesee County's CDBG application process, and there is still much more detail included in your pre-application packet. Please make sure to review the pre-application packet in its entirety before applying for CDBG funded projects. If you still have further questions, please do not hesitate to contact your project manager, Katie Mel or Damon Fortney. Thank you.